What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chaos Speaks, and today, by the way, Chaos is speaking on the NBA playoffs. Now, I know I haven't been very vocal in the last week, granted, and now I finally give you something, and it's not wrestling. This is NBA, but anybody that knows me for, an extended period of time anyway, and anybody that knows me and follows me on Twitter knows that I'm a huge NBA guy, and I've always loved the NBA. Basketball is like my second love as far as sports goes. So, and I'm always, if I did like a pop-up of guys, follow these guys here and here and here and here because these are the guys that I talk NBA with, and, I'd fill up the whole screen. The playoffs start tomorrow. That's right, the playoffs. It's playoff time, baby. Finally we have the playoffs. Second season starting tomorrow, and I am pumped. I swear I'm so pumped. The matchups. I'm gonna go straight into predictions, my personal predictions, and reasons for. I don't have a lot of time to go into statistics and everything, and I'm not gonna make 3 or 4 videos hyping up the playoffs because I don't have the time. And I'm sure everybody doesn't have the patience to watch it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hit you with a couple of little things in this video and to make you think. Now, we'll start in the East because it's kind of a cluster in the East as far as who's going to come out, so bear with me. Chicago and Indiana, I got Chicago advancing, duh. Indiana, they might steal 2 games. I doubt it. They'll probably get 1. They've played Chicago pretty good this season, but it's playoff time. Chicago's going to rise up the intensity. Indiana's not. Orlando and Atlanta is going to go 7 games. This year, those 2 teams have just beat the mess out of each other, and I expect nothing less. Orlando in Game 7. Boston and New York. Boston in, I want to say 5. I want to say New York's going to steal 1 in the Garden, but Boston's going to win in 5. And Miami beats Philly. Now over in the Western Conference, you've got San Antonio and Memphis, which I think is going to go 7 games. I swear I think it's going to go 7 games because the matchups are just phenomenal. Now again, I don't have a lot of time in the video. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hear. I swear, because when the playoffs start, during each game, I'm going to break everything down. But I think in the end San Antonio wins because of the experience, and they might actually do it in 6, but I think it'll go 7. And then you've got OKC and Denver. This is going to be, to me, one of the best matchups. I mean, it's a 4-5 matchup, so it's probably 2 of the most evenly contested teams. But I've got Oklahoma City in 6. I'm going to say 6 because I love this new look Denver Nuggets team, and I think they're doing a lot of good things. They've made a lot of good, and they got rid of Melo. Well, they didn't get rid of Melo. Melo chose to go to New York. That's fine. They got a lot of good talents for Melo and Billups. A lot of people with the 3-6 matchup, Dallas and Portland, a lot of people are saying upset alert. I disagree. Portland's a very good team. I know this is going to go 6 games at least, but Dallas wins in at least. Well, it's going to go 6 games. It's going to take 6 games for them to win, and then LA over New Orleans. Duh. All right, and then you've got San Antonio and Oklahoma City in this matchup, and I like OKC. I do. I just think that I think they're too. San Antonio's too old, and the injuries, and it's just not going to happen. And Durant is totally focused, and I got LA over Dallas, of course. Back to the East, I got Chicago over Orlando, and yes, I do. I have Boston over Miami, and here's why. LeBron James has a vendetta because of last year. Boston didn't just beat Cleveland in the second round. They hurt them. They stabbed them in the throats. I mean, they slaughtered any kind of chances. And it's going to happen again to LeBron. Because LeBron is going to try to do it. He's not going to look to Dwayne Wade like he should. He's going to try to do it all himself, and that's what's going to cost him. Now, Chicago and Boston, man, that's going to be a great series. I think there's a couple of things. Jermaine O'Neal is going to be an X factor for Boston. For Chicago, it's going to be Joakim Noah. I'm a Boston guy. So who do you think I'm going with? And I've got LA over OKC. A lot of people are saying that OKC is going to be really... that they're going to play and they're going to have the best chance to beat the Lakers. Out of everybody that's in the West, they've got the best chance to beat the Lakers, and I agree with that. Now, could the NBA Finals... I've got Boston and LA because that's the matchup that I want to see. I think Oklahoma City's inexperience in the playoffs. They took LA to 6 games last season, but I don't think they're gonna beat them and go to the finals. There's just no way. There's no way that they're gonna do that. Inexperience is gonna play a factor, and it's just not gonna happen. I kind of feel like the same thing with Chicago and Boston. I think the inexperience is going to be too much, and it's going to be the same old, same old. Now, next year, it could be Chicago and Oklahoma City in the finals. And, you know, as a progression of the league, I would like to see that. Now, would it happen this year? These 4 teams are going to be the final 4 teams in the NBA playoffs. It's just going to happen that way. Chicago, Boston, Oklahoma City, and LA. That's just what's going to happen. Now, of course, I got Boston beating LA, but that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm a Boston guy. And I'm not going to sit here as a Celtic and say, yeah, LA's going to win the title, because I would get run off Twitter, off YouTube, off everything if I said, yeah, LA's going to beat Boston, because I don't believe it's going to happen. You can't make me think that it's going to happen at all. The playoffs are going to be good. I'm just stoked. I'm almost speechless at how good the regular season was. And the playoffs are going to be just that much better. And I can't wait. I can't wait. And then thank God they start tomorrow, because I'd lose my mind if I had to wait, another 2 weeks. But anyway, that's my predictions on how things play off. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. The link will be below. And we'll talk. Or I'll talk, and, you can listen if you want to about the NBA playoffs and all that's going on during. Now, deuces, I'm out. Make sure you follow me.